Welcome Libras, I'm so glad you're here. So this is a timeless reading and it's part of an ongoing series. So you can arrive whenever it feels right for you. Please remember that there is no rush and nothing you need to do. Just listen and see what speaks to you. And you'll also find other series on this channel should you feel drawn to explore them. If you would like more context, there is a pinned comment below explaining this series and how to approach the reading. So I'm going to begin now and we'll let the cards guide us and see where we go. Okay, so of course I took the round deck, but we are going to start with the energy oracle cards and remembering what is the name of this chapter, or the title of this chapter I should say. It's the nature of this love. Okay, so with the energy oracle cards we are going to see what is the energy of the nature of this love. So this is at the cosmic level. Okay, let's have a look now. And here we've got the thinking woman. Now you could be a woman or a man, it doesn't really make any difference, but the energetic nature of this love really is at the cosmic level. So how it is, and then the first question would be how you see it, but how it really is. So again, I'm sorry about the repetition, but at the cosmic level the energetic blueprint is that one of making you think, making you really analyze relationship, not only this one but all relationship in general. I'm also sensing, and I'm coming to the point now, I don't know why, but I feel the need of bringing up your archetype as a Libra. Always wanting peace, always trying to please everybody, trying to avoid conflicts. That is beautiful. You know, you're ruled by Venus. It is a really beautiful attribute that you have. But I'm also sensing that sometimes that goes to your own personal detriment. So here is saying, think. Whatever we see in the reading, something that is on the positive side or a bit more challenging, it doesn't really matter. But the universe is saying to you, always think, and always remember that you are as deserving of feeling happiness as the other ones that you want to give happiness to. Okay, now we are starting now here we go with the enchanted romance tarot, and now we are looking at it from your point of view. So what is the true energetic nature of this connection? So let's have a look, because our truth is always the one that resonates with us. Okay, let's have a look. And it's the Seven of Cups. Again, it came out as well in the reading for Virgo. Now, typical message of the Seven of Cups: confusion, problems. But yes, you might sometimes get confused about the other person's action or the way that the other person approaches you or works within the relationship. But at the same time, it's also, again, I'm drawn very much to that thinking woman. It's like, are you mirroring this feeling, or is it truly so confusing for you? It's like here that I'm feeling the need to ask you to recall and then to analyze those moments that you felt confused about the way that your person communicated with you or the way that they acted in a certain way, something of the sort, and bring it back to memory, look at it, and then analyze it from a higher perspective. Don't let so much your instinct one way or another kick in. This is exactly what I'm sensing here. But let's keep going. This is very interesting. How does this love exist beneath appearances? And here we've got the world. Great potential. So underneath appearances, if on the outside it looks very confusing for you and even on the people around you, and you can't pinpoint really what's happening. Underneath appearances, there is a huge potential. The world is the card of expansion, is the card of getting it all, the world is my oyster. So really, again, I'm sensing the feeling that I need to tell you, look at things from a higher perspective, okay? What emotional tone defines this bond? Four of Swords. This is an energy of needed to take a break or taking breaks. And again, the tone, when we take a break with the Four of Swords, here I'm not saying breaking up. For some of you, that could have happened already, or you are in the precinct, or this person is after coming back. We are not looking at that. But it's really also, if you look at this person is in bed, and usually there is a person in other decks on the Four of Swords represented by somebody meditating. Again, that needing to really go within and understanding what is happening within the connection before making a judgment call. So what kind of love is this asking you to understand? So this relationship, which kind of love is asking you to understand? And here we've got the Eight of Pentacles, that it needs to be worked at. Some connection, some relationship needs to be worked at. Needs to keep really understanding what is happening from the two persons that they are in the relationship, and then the two of them working at it from each other, points, and then coming together. It's not only if you're acting on your archetype, okay, just to make them happy, you give up, or give in, more than give up, I'll say give in to things so that they're happy. No, you've got to remember that you are 50% of this connection and this relationship, but it needs to be worked at, Now, what makes this connection unique? And here we've got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is that card of thinking back, of having regrets, maybe even melancholy. So I sense that for some reason this connection could be tinged with this. So if you are, okay, doing what I keep saying during this reading, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but this is, the way that the reading is going. If you are always or most of the time giving in whatever decision needs to be made in the connection, and you are feeling quite melancholic about it, sometimes when we really put our desires and our needs down, our soul is not satisfied and it makes us become sad. Okay, now what role does this love play in your life right now? And here we've got first kiss. So is this a relationship that is going on for a very long time? Is this a first very important relationship? Is this person your husband or your wife? Is this person the one that you're living with? And that's why you don't want to rock the boat, because it's so important for you, and it's completely understanding. But at the same time, the reading is going to the direction, please don't inhalate, I don't know how to say it, sorry about that, your desires, just, to keep, not to make the boat rock. Yeah. Okay, now let's have the last question. What is the core truth of this relationship? And here it says the Hangman. Okay, this came out as well. Sorry, I have to. Okay. So the core truth of this relationship is that you really don't have to put yourself in there and sacrifice yourself, because one other aspect of the Hangman, it's sacrifice. Okay, do you really want this? Do you really want to be part? I'm not saying to leave this person, so I'm trying to say exactly what I'm feeling. Do you want that within this relationship you are the one that is always sacrificing what you wish for? Um, so the core truth of the relationship is that at the moment, if things keep going this way, you will have this undertone of feeling dissatisfied and maybe even lonely and maybe, sadness. And, it's asking you, do you really want to sacrifice yourself all the time in this relationship? And maybe that's what you've done in previous one as well. But again, please remember that it's only down to you, your decision. Nobody ever will be able to tell you, and don't let anybody ever tell you what decision to make. But I would like to remember that the energy, cosmic energy, is the thinking woman. You could be a thinking man. Okay? So, if you feel like sharing what you got out of this reading or your personal experience, you're welcome to leave a comment. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I would suggest to take a little time to sit with what came through and allow it to unfold in its own way. If you feel drawn to explore more, you can find other episodes from this series as well as other series on this channel. I've got loads coming up. So whenever you're ready. And if this reading and if this reading spoke to you and you'd like to stay connected, you're very welcome to like and subscribe. It would greatly help this work continue. So thank you very much again, Libras, for being here. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.